Jeremy, is this Alexei Navalny, which I think you've heard of. He's the main critic of Putin, and he fled the country because he had been poisoned previously and arrived in Germany and was brought back to health. He was poisoned. It's come out by a KGB agent, has come out and admitted he was part of the poisoning, and they did it via his underwear and put poison laced in his underwear. They tracked him for 2 years. He returned to Russia, and he's in a prison camp, and now he can't feel his hands or legs. And there's no direct evidence he's being poisoned, but he's in a prison camp in Russia from a group that already tried to poison him, and now he can't feel his hands or legs. And the Russian people are talking protest, but that's what's going on. It's pretty scary stuff when you're talking about the main critic of the government. Now he's back in prison, and his lawyers say he cannot feel his hands or legs. So I don't know. It's one of those things that has global implications, but not sure if you've heard about it or any sort of thoughts on it, if it's striking that American consciousness much right now or not.
Yeah, so I've seen some I think 60 Minutes piece from the first thing on the underwear poisoning and all that. So I know of it. The more recent situation, at least, has not made its way to me. You know, I think I'm decently read, but I don't keep up on all Russian political situations. So maybe I'm just out of the loop on this. But I mean, is this that surprising? Kind of,
I would say not surprising, but a little more brazen than I would have thought. It's like, I'd say an emboldened dictator is what I fear the most. I mean, there's dictators all over the world, but the ones that I feel like they're like children. If they get away with something, they do more. So they poisoned the guy. It came out the KGB did it. There's really no consequences. And now it's like, well, okay, let's just re-poison him. There's no consequence the first time. Putin just seems more and more emboldened. The scary thing to me is what happens in 5 years when he's changed the constitution, so there's no term limits. I mean, we're not at the end game with Putin yet, and he seems to be doing things that are much bolder. I would say I'm not surprised, but it's a brazen and bold, and that's concerning.
Yeah, I think he's been emboldened quite a while ago.
Fair.
Right? Fair. It's been just like, you know what? No term. I'm just going to be this until I die. Screw this. What was he in between? Like for a little bit, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was.
Prime
I think he was
like
president, not prime minister, for a little bit. He's kind of out of the mix, and he's back in.
Right. And then they're just like, nah, actually, prime minister, keep this for forever. So to me, this just seems like par for the course. I really don't know what to do here because we kind of know they operate unless the world's going to put more sanctions or something. This is,
there's sort of a reality here with Europe is Europe's buildings in the winter cannot be heated without Russian natural gas. There's no alternative right now. It's not like there's some alternative. There's not. The reason that Ukraine situation in the Crimean elections, which was 97% for secession, and I will go ahead and say 97% of people don't vote for anything. 97% of people can't. It's not going to happen. That's one of those deals. Like if you want to cheat. But if you say 97%, you're just making it obvious at this point.
Right.
There's a reason no one did anything. Is because the Ukraine couldn't make it to the winter without the Russian natural gas. And right now, the liquefaction processes and stuff like this, there's just not enough ability to deliver natural gas to landlocked places without Russian pipelines. So there's nothing we can do. There's you cannot say that's their chief export. That's how they make their money. And Europe would freeze without it. So when people ask, why aren't people doing more? It's because they do not want their population to freeze. That is the answer. The electricity would not run through. The heating would not run through. It is not possible right now. So I think, just like you said, he's been emboldened for years. Once this, with this energy economics, this geopolitical landscape out here, he just has, there's no realistic sanctions. So I think, unfortunately, if I was that guy went back to be a hero, I'm like, you know what I would never do? Go back to someone that spent 2 years trying to poison me and kill me. If you spend 2 years trying to kill me, I'm never going back to where you're at. That's a general life rule for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd be like, you know what? America's cool or whatever. France, UK, pick your country. But you're not going to see me in Russia, though.
No.
You won. You poisoned my drawers.
You poisoned my jars. That's it. You won. Yeah, that's it. I was going to be someone prime minister and you poisoned my jars, nearly killed me. I'm sorry. That's it. That's every person has a limit. It's got to be the jars poisoning. Has got to be the limit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. I'm like, if that doesn't make you tap out, I guess you're just true for the cause for forever. But I'm tapping out.
I'm 100% tapping out. on that. And I don't know if you read about it, like the lengths he had to go. Like he couldn't order food. He had to like cook. Like everything in his life in Russia was like he couldn't just trust buy anything because the KGB was on top of him to lace the food or something like that. It's like I'd be so out. I'd go live in Omaha, Nebraska, and be in the witness protection program, bro. Like I'd be out. You know what I mean?
It's like, yeah, I'm here, I'm living, whatever. I'm gonna have some internet and go get me some Chick-fil-A's and not care about this.
That's it. Sandwich wars.